This week's our Torah is Li'un Nishmas Mנחam ben Yehusha הכהן. This week's Parshas is Parshas Mishpatim. Up until now, every single Parsha what we spoke about was talking about, let's say, Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Moshe, the Shvatim, the Makkos. In other words, we had a story. It was a whole story. We were speaking about specific people. There was a lot of things going on. But when you get to this week's Parsha, we're talking about most of the mitzvahs. Most of the mitzvahs are spoken about in this week's Parsha. It's not speaking about anyone specific. It's not saying Avram. It's not saying Yitzchak. It's not saying Yaakov. It's just saying in general, these are the mitzvahs that you have to do, and you have to do it for whatever reason it is. So I would think that if we're mentioning all the mitzvahs, right, or most of the mitzvahs, it should probably mention the biggest one first, right? So let's say the biggest one is Kibbud Av Aim, right? Mention Kibbud Av Aim first. Don't mention all the random ones. Go to the most strict ones or the best ones first, and then you mention the other ones. The question is that the first mitzvah in this week's parsha that we mentioned, well, first thing we mentioned is Eved. Eved Ivri. What's an Eved Ivri? Someone that gets sold as a slave. Why? Because if someone goes, he steals from someone. After he steals from someone, if he's not able to pay back, he gets sold as a slave. The question is that why in the world are we mentioning? Why in the world is this the first thing we're mentioning this week's parsha? Why Eved? Why are we starting off with Eved? What's so special about Eved? Like, what does that have to do with Hashem? So I've got to answer. This is a big rabbi. I don't know his name. I would love to tell you, but he answers a very interesting answer. He says that, what's the whole thing with Eved? Eved, it's someone who steals money from someone, right? Someone that steals money from someone. So whoever answered this, the rabbi, he says that when someone steals money from someone, why are they stealing money from someone? It means because they don't actually believe in Hashem. They don't believe in Hashem that they're actually going to go make money. So what do? They don't have money to their name. So they just go and they just steal so they can get money. For example, you have a guy, he's working every single day. He wakes up in the morning 4 a.m. and he works till 12 at night. And guess what? He's not making money. He's making money. He's driving a regular car. He has a nice size house, but not so big. But if you think about it, he's working so much, he should make tons of money. The answer is that doesn't make sense. There's guys that don't even go to college. They left high school when they were 19 years old. At 15, I'm not saying you should do that. They did that and they make money. How in the world do they make money? The answer is it's all from Hashem. And this is one of the reasons why I'm not going to college, because who said you need to go to college? But the real thing is that it's all from Hashem. Obviously, of course, you have to do your shtadlus. You have to try to actually make money. Because if you just sit around and smoke a cigar on the couch and eat pizza the whole day, you're not going to make money. You have to try. But when you try, it's all in Hashem's hand. That's what you have to do. You have to try. Once I try, say, Hashem, I did my part. It's all in your hands. So that's the reason why we speak about Eved. Because this guy that stole, he doesn't believe in Hashem. He thinks he can make his own money. I can make my own money. What do you mean? I just went. I'm just gonna go. I steal. I have money. Perfect. So that's what Hashem's saying. You're gonna get punished. What's gonna happen to you? You're gonna go and get sold for a slave, and you're gonna have to work for 6 years straight. And that's why we mentioned Eved, because Eved has a lot to do with Hashem. It's speaking about someone that doesn't believe in Hashem. And in general, I forgot who says this. Maybe the Maram Shif. I forgot who actually says this. He says that in general in life, you should just, when someone judges you, don't judge yourself based on other people. If let's say you go around and you're gonna walk around and get dressed for this and get dressed for that, just so this person's looking, or you're gonna learn for that Rebbe, you're not a real person, you're a fake person. Stop faking it already. Think about who you are, look at yourself and be like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? And that's what you have to fix. There was a story, there was this guy, I forgot his name, maybe you could say Jack, I guess we'll call him. And he was married to his wife. He used to get drunk every single night. He used to go to the bar, he'd go to the pub, go to the club, get drunk every single night. And there was one time his wife was like, I had this, I can't do this. She's like, if you come home tomorrow night drunk, I'm leaving you, you're packing your bags, you're getting out of here. The guy said, okay, fine, of course, I'm not getting drunk. The next day he wakes up at 1 in the afternoon, and he's craving alcohol. He's like, I gotta take alcohol, I need this. He's like, you know what, I could sneak out of the house right now. I'll get alcohol, nothing will happen to me, I won't get caught. Fine, he goes to the bar, goes to the pub, pound the alcohol, and before he knew it, he was slam drunk. So as he's pulling up to his house, he realizes to himself, he's like, I know I did something wrong. He just doesn't know what it is because he's slam drunk. He's like, fine. Gets to the house. He's like, you know what? I have a plan. He goes to the fridge. He sees a huge glass of water. He's like, perfect. I'll gulp this glass down. I'll go to sleep tomorrow. I'll wake up normal. My wife will think everything's normal. Fine. He goes to the fridge, takes out the glass, and the glass falls all over the floor, all over his face. He's laying on the floor. He has cuts all over his face. He doesn't know what to do. He's like, okay, fine. Runs to the bathroom, grabs a whole thing of bandages, dumps 1,000,000 bandages all over his face, cleans it up, goes to sleep. He's like, perfect, my wife's never going to know. What's she going to think? Something's on my face? Okay, fine, I had a fight or I fell, something happens, fine. Next morning, he wakes up to his wife screaming at him, get out of the house, Jack, you're done. I'm done with you. I don't want you anymore. He's like, why? I'm not drunk. His wife's like, Jack, you were slam drunk last night. He's like, how do you know? I'll prove it to you I wasn't. She's like, I know you were. He's like, how do you know? She's like, how about this? Get out of bed. Gets out of bed. She's like, go sit in the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom, and she says, why in the world are there bandages all over the mirror? The mashal from this story is that don't start thinking about what's in the mirror, right? Jack, this guy, he was slam junkie. Instead of putting the bandages on himself, he put it on the mirror, and his wife figured out from that. So don't be like that guy, Jack, and don't try to do other things for other people, or don't try to fake it or anything, right? Don't look at the mirror, right? Don't look at yourself in the mirror and be like, oh, I'm fine. Look at yourself. Think about yourself. Think about what you're doing in life. Are you gaining? Or are you not? Are you going through your day in life and you're actually gaining from something? Or if you think about it, you're actually learning 3 minutes a day and just schmoozing the whole time and chilling around the whole day. I'm not saying anything wrong with chilling, but like, come on, you only have one life here, right? Everyone lives for 120 minutes, you have one life, and you're just going to go and take it and chill the whole day, drink, get drunk. No, you have to actually gain in life. And also, of course, I'm not going to say there's not going to be struggles. Of course, there's struggles. The only way, I forgot, maybe the Marsha says, I forgot who says, the only way to gain in general in life is to struggle. So, of course, you're going to go through a lot of struggles, but the only way to gain is to go through those struggles. And if you're struggling, that means you're actually gaining. So, what I'm saying is, I think it's very appropriate. Everyone should just, instead of just faking everything, I'll be honest, a lot of guys in my yeshiva that just learn straight up for the Rebbe. The Rebbe's here, okay, quickly learn. No, are you going to do that forever? You're going to get up to Shemayim, Hashem's going to be like, okay, I'm here, learn. Are you going to do that now? He's going to look at the TV. He's going to see, wow, he learned when the Rebbe was there. Does that make sense? No. You want to actually gain. You want to gain in life. You want to actually grow. So if you want to actually grow, just think about it in yourself. Think about it to yourself. What am I doing in life? Am I actually gaining? Don't play dumb with yourself and be like, yeah, I learned this. Actually think about it. Be honest with yourself. And with that, everything in your channel will be amazing. Have an amazing Shabbos.